Hi, this is Vatsa reporting from India.
Hi, this is Hrudai from the US.
And today I have a very, very interesting topic. But before that, listen to this. There's a stray dog barking and howling. Can you hear it?
No.
Okay. So there's a faint noise that is coming up. This is at 3 a.m. in the morning. And this dog actually motivated me to come up with this story. Okay. So maybe, I don't know. And see the light effects. Do you see the light effects?
Yeah.
See, this is an unedited video, right? So I just thought of putting a bulb here just to give an extra effect. Now there is a shadow here. Okay. So I'll start with this story. You might be knowing bits and pieces of it. I'm not sure, but I'll go with it. This starts from the location, like Rajajinagar, the place where I'm at now. So this was actually started this location. When was it? But it was, so that was an era where there was no internet, right? It was in 1990s, no internet. And yet this information went across the country. It was called as naale-baa. You know the meaning, right?
Yeah.
What does it mean? Come tomorrow. Naale-baa was actually a witch or a female evil spirit who was walking around in this midnight, and it was believed that she knocked each and every door, making the voices of somebody whom you already know, like for example, your parents talking to you, asking to open the door, or wife, or even children, right? She made those voices. And when people opened, she actually killed them. So this was a hoax that actually started in 1990. And apparently, again, this is another hoax that kind of came up with it, right?
But is it a legend or a real thing? Is she real?
Yeah, no. Of course, no. So nothing that
why do they think about that? So no. Was there like people dead on the doorstep?
Yeah, actually there were two incidents that happened in these two locations. An unexpected death, mostly involved with, I think 2 women probably died, I guess. So that was converted into this kind of a story saying that those 2 are going rounds to each and every house and knocking the door. And there was a story that when she tried to enter one particular house, that person who knew that these incidents were happening, he or she yelled as naale-baa, come tomorrow, and she stopped knocking. So guess what happened? Within a couple of days, every door on the street, people wrote, they took a chalk piece, wrote naale-baa on the door, as if the evil knew how to read Kannada. And this was a big thing. And I think even Bollywood actually made a movie out of it. It probably is on OTT platform now. It's called Stree. Maybe it's based on that. I'm not sure. Okay. So this is one story. I'll start with few stories that I have witnessed myself, like first person thing. And then we'll go about talking about other hoaxes around the planet, I guess. How about that?
Oh, like superstitions.
It's not just superstition, right? You come up with a fake story. See, a fake
rumors.
Yeah. See, the light went off.
Did the charge go off?
No, this is just the phone. Okay, I'll tell you another one, but this is slightly positive, but very interesting one. This is this happened, when was it? 1995, September. Okay, somewhere in the northern part of India, you know Lord Ganesha, right? So the Lord has elephant head. So there's a trunk, tusk, whatnot. So somebody said that the Lord Ganesha started drinking milk. So people, like millions of people within a day, from the morning till the evening, within like 10 hours, the entire country was standing in a line in front of many temples, holding a cup full of milk and a teaspoon, to feed Lord Ganesha. It happened. I witnessed. I even went and I was like laughing at it, and I did watch that though. Like I went with my friends.
They were feeding an elephant milk.
They were feeding cow's milk to Lord Ganesha, who has an elephant face.
Like an idol.
Idol. Yes, yeah, it's idol, right? And in fact, I think that there's a science department in India, the government body. They actually had to prove that it is wrong, and to prove that in all the news channels. Again, back then there was no internet, so they actually took a wood piece and fed Coca-Cola, which basically, you know what, when you pour something, it actually slides down that path, and you never see that path because of the curvaceous body of Lord Ganesha. So the milk was actually getting streamed at different parts of his body, and people thought that it is drinking, right? It's like millions of people were standing in line, right? You can search about all these things on internet. You might still find it. I don't know whether you will find a footage, but I'm pretty sure that there should be some kind of a news about it. One more thing. This was in 1992. I still remember this. So again, there was a belief that when two snakes, I think two cobras that were mating on street, there was this, usually the transportation happens using trucks, right? So all the groceries, like, so this was a particular truck that was carrying curry leaves and cilantro leaves, coriander leaves or cilantro, right? So that ran over the mating snakes. So pretty much every leaf had a strand of that snake. So you know what happened? The entire market was shut down. People were not consuming these green leaves and curry leaves, and there was no market for that for many months or probably many days. So
wait. So was there actually a strand of cobra or not? There probably wasn't, right?
Usually you will have some stains and strands on a leaf. You can take a leaf and curry leaf or a cilantro leaf, but that's when you start observing it, right? You observe that there's some deformity or some kind of a strand, and then you start relating to it. Yeah, that happened. I have witnessed it. Like I have seen open markets where people were throwing these precious curry leaves, cilantro leaves in the gutter, drainage, in the trash can. They did all these things. So there is an impact, very big impact. If somebody creates a hoax, there's a huge impact. And I'll talk about, I mean, these are something that I have witnessed, but there are a lot more things. In 1995, for example, Fox News actually showed an alien going through a process of autopsy, like a dead alien, somebody cutting, and that was an alien that was found in 1947, New Mexico, but apparently that was made by an English filmmaker. 1890, I think 1814, not 1890, 1814, I'll tell you another story. A man claimed that Napoleon is dead. Guess what happened? The entire British stock market increased, thinking that it's done, it's all done. But after that, they realized that he's still alive. It dropped. One more, you know Microsoft, right? So, you know Vatican City?
Yeah.
So they had claimed that Microsoft is going to acquire Vatican City or Catholic Church, and then in exchange of some Microsoft stocks. And by the way, I'm talking about internet era, but there were like, people did Photoshop or whatnot, right? Oh yeah, I need to talk about this one. This is a very important thing. So there was a video footage where an eagle actually tried to steal or basically grab a baby. Okay, that video was on the internet, I think I don't know, 15 million views in that era itself, right? 15 million views, where I forgot the company name, but this was it was an institute. Okay, listen to this. Eagle coming and picking a baby. So you can search that now. I can guess that it might have 45, 50 million views. Okay, this was this footage. People thought that it is real, but in reality, you know what happened? There was a school, I don't know whether it's a Canadian school, I guess. I don't remember, in Montreal. So they had an assignment for all the VFX editor, the Photoshop editors. So make a hoax video, do a make believe, and try to get 100K likes. You will get grade A. Of course, these guys got grade A because they got 45 million views, I guess. So that's another hoax. Okay. There was another hoax where people running on water. I've seen this video.
I think that was a reflection.
No, they literally ran on the water. Okay. And that was again a kind of a marketing strategy by a company. So they were trying to sell hydrophobic shoes, like a waterproof shoes. So they came up with a video without having any titles or labels. So people believe that it's like a real thing. I've seen that video, by the way. Okay. Like a lot of these marketing companies do it. There was also this storm, a desert storm. And so some guy goes and tries to take the footage, and it starts attacking him. So he tries to get into the car, but I don't know whether he dies in it, or I don't remember what's the end. But again, it was a marketing strategy of to promote a movie called Into the Storm or In the Storm or something like that. So a lot of these marketing things happen. Okay, and we are talking about news and marketing, right? So this is on the other side. So there was a news company, a German magazine. They actually paid $6 million in auction to buy Hitler diary, like a personal diary. But in reality, it was not Hitler's diary. Okay, so these were happening before internet era, even after. I mean, even with internet, right? Like even on YouTube, there were like crazy stuff that were happening. Like there was a YouTube creator. I think her name was Lonely Girl 15. Lonely Girl 15. She was a YouTuber. So she claimed to be a completely homeschooled teenage girl where her parents and everybody around her were murderers. Yeah. So even it's, I think it was in 2005, 2006 era. Okay. So she had 100K subscribers. And when they investigated, they got to know where she lived and other things. Basically, she was an actor who was trying to promote herself. I've also seen this. I think in 1915, 1917, I guess, there was a photo where there was a girl in a garden it was a close-up shot, of course, a black and white shot. There were little fairies around her. Okay. In reality, it was just the cardboard, not even Photoshop, right? There was no Photoshop. But they had cardboard cuttings of fairies, and then that was a photograph that was taken. And there's also something called Bigfoot. You can check that. Like, bottom line is, there's a lot of fake stories. In fact, people talk a lot about fake news these days, which also affected United States elections last year. I don't know about this year. There's another fake information about wrong or corrupt ballots. So I'm not sure. It's still under investigation, but at least 2016 election, there was a lot of this fake news that actually affected people's mindset, and it actually affected the voting aspect of an entire nation, right? And guess what is happening now? I'm not sure if you're aware of it. I do see these messages on WhatsApp, Facebook, whatnot. They claim that COVID-19
can be washed down with water.
Can be washed down. That's another fake news. COVID-19 can be washed down with water. What I was trying to say is COVID-19 is actually not caused by any virus. It's actually caused by the deployment of 5G technology. So in this world, there's news and a lot of fake news. So
there's there is more fake news than real news.
I think so. So we should be very cautious.
Just two comments. One is funny because I just had an assignment today about superstitions in class.
Yeah.
So that's somehow, maybe.
Okay.
And then second of all, what did the black dog have to do?
Which one? Black dog?
You said there was a dog barking on the street.
There was a howling dog. It's still howling. So I started associating it to this horrific story of naale-baa, where in the midnight, this female or the witch walked into it. So that's how I started thinking about this. Did you like the topic?
Yeah.
Now, oh, come on, now.
You should make a short book about it, like write all of them down.
I think if you Google on internet, you will find quite a bit. I mean, I did Google for a couple of minutes to, recollect that 1917's, 17 actually, the fairy that was in the garden. But I have witnessed it. I have witnessed it in like a first person. Like I've seen people writing. I even probably took. I was writing Ivatteba, come today itself, instead of naale-baa, because I was not believing this. So, but people did write naale-baa. The Ganesha, the Lord Ganesha drinking milk, that was funny. The cilantro thing, where you could find strands of snakes on those leaves. So I have witnessed it.
Ivatteba means come now.
Come, yeah, right, yeah. Ivatte is today, right?
Yeah, come today.
Come today. All right. I guess you had fun. This was an interesting one. All right. Talk to you tomorrow.
Talk to you. Bye.
Take care.